Hi, this is Ed LaFlamme, head harvester from the East Coast.
Hi everybody, this is Steve Caesar, head harvester for human resources from the West Coast.
And we're going to hear some experiences from various companies that you're going to believe, but you hate to hear it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed. So everybody, over the last couple of weeks or months, had a lot of stories come to me about employee theft. Just wanted to present some of them with you just to be aware of it, okay? And one thing that I learned from a boss way back when, Ed, is just when you think employees aren't stealing from you, is when they are stealing from you.
Yeah.
So we don't want to believe that they are, but push comes up, they really are. So just be careful. So here are a couple stories for you. A guy from California calls me the other day. As part of his safety program, his safety manager every month gives out like a $50 gift card to employees who have demonstrated good safety behaviors. Yeah, part of a safety raffle.
Don't tell me.
I'm going to tell you in a minute. So after 3 or 4 months, the owner's talking to a laborer and says, hey, who won the safety raffle the other day? And the guy says, we haven't had a safety raffle in 3 or 4 months. The safety manager had been pocketing the 4 gift cards. One example from the safety guy. So there's one example of theft.
$200 a week.
There were several a week, so it was like $100 a week for 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one was a landscape business owner from Kentucky calls me. As part of his internal audit, he found out that his company credit card had been misused by his office manager sitting 2 doors down from him. She had been on eBay and Amazon for like the last 6 months, purchasing things on the company credit card for her home and having them delivered to her home. When she was confronted by that, she said, oh, it wasn't me, it was somebody else from the company who was using the company credit card and trying to set me up by having those things delivered to her home. Not even close to being true.
You know, Steve, I remember a company in New York.
Yeah.
Same situation, except it was $150,000 over a period of years, and the owner finally from the credit card.
It happens.
Card. Yeah.
You got to have those audit procedures.
Yeah.
Another one, a guy calls me. The owner, an account manager, the client, and a foreman are doing a job walk one day with the client, just saying, hey, how do you, doing the punch list.
Sure.
And they're walking through the job site, and the owner looks up at the slope and says, what's that stuff up there? And nobody knew. So they walked up the slope. There were, I don't know, a bunch of irrigation supplies, lines of pipe, valves, controllers, glue that the irrigators had been stashing under leaves from company job sites to use for side jobs.
Oh boy.
It just happens.
Yep.
And recently, you can obviously imagine with the price of gasoline, had a guy from Florida, a guy from Colorado called me the other day and said one of his foremen every Friday afternoon backs his personal vehicle up to the company gas tanks, fills up a 5-gallon gas can, puts it into his personal vehicle trunk, drives home, and then on Monday, he came back with the empty gas can. Fortunately for this guy, he was all caught on surveillance videotape. So the point here is, for all those examples, you have to have very good auditing procedures, surveillance cameras, GPS equipment or whatever, to make sure that you're tracking your company's assets, because theft affects all of us. So just some key examples, everybody, that I know it's not happening in your company, but you know a guy who knows a guy whose company's being ravaged by theft. So just want to keep that up to for your opinion.
Yeah. Good stuff, huh? So, you really have to be careful, because I hear the same stuff that Steve's talking about all the time about different people especially gasoline.
Yep.
Sometimes it's pretty easy to steal it, and sometimes the companies make it too easy to steal it.
Yes, they do. They trust their people.
Yeah. So whatever it is, just be careful and make sure that doesn't happen, because you know what the situation is. If you catch them like that, you're almost obligated to fire them, and you lose really potentially very good workers.
I mean, and it's unfortunate, but if you're going to keep a thief on your payroll, what does that say to everybody else?
Absolutely, yeah. This is Ed LaFlamme, head harvester from the East Coast.
This is head harvester for human resources, Steve Caesar from the West Coast. Call me anytime if you guys need some help, but most of all, remember that the harvesters are here to help you harvest your potential.